And welcome back, everyone. We've got another edition of the Sunday Sit-Down, and joining me is a fan favorite / friend of the program, and that's the one and only Richard Hendrix. Richard, you're here once again hosting your basketball camp at the Harvest Youth Center, almost a decade now. What keeps bringing you back each and every year?
Well, this is the 8th year that we have here at the Harvest Youth Club, and what brings me back is just an exceptional organization. They allow us to come in and work with the kids, and we get good results, and we love giving back.
Now, was it year number 8, if I'm correct, right? So I've been to like 6 of these and whatnot. Is there anything that you learn each and every year with these crops of kids that come in and out every year?
Well, you really get to learn the kids personally and as they grow. But I will say this, in a couple of years change, there's been a new crop of kids to come through, but it's the same organization, it's the same values from the club, and it's the same basketball with the same coach and same teacher. So we try to instill those same values in the kids: basketball, education, and life skills.
You've been a very busy man these last couple of weeks. Of course, your camp this week. Last week you were at the alma mater at Athens High School, nearly 200 kids. What was that experience like?
Well, that was an honor. You know, I was very appreciative of Coach Danny Anderson and Coach Capri Tucker of the women's program to invite me back into the fold in their first year of joining Athens basketball. You know, I'm a kid who is from Athens, Alabama. I've been around the Athens basketball program as long as I can remember. So my entire life, I can remember every memory over the last 30 years plus years that is affiliated with the team. So to be back involved is just very special for me.
You talk about being a part of the Athens basketball program, and obviously a big part of Athens basketball is your father, Bernard, who this weekend going into the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. As a guy who has basically known him his whole entire life, I know you're a proud son, but what's your overall thoughts about the man that you've looked up to for so many years?
I'm definitely thrilled. I'm happy. I think it's well deserved, and you know, happy to see him get an opportunity to get his flowers here. Because for me personally, you know your dad, you played for him. He was a fantastic coach. You know, had the highest winning percentage at Athens High School head coach with the basketball, and went to a state championship game, back-to-back Final Fours, 2 regional championships. I mean, these are things that I think are Hall of Fame worthy, but not just as just a head basketball coach. You know, I think his tennis head coaching career, 3 state championships in a row in 91, 92, and 93. Multiple individual players on the tennis team to win state championships. In my opinion, the tennis career, you know, is a Hall of Fame worthy career. And, you know, you have to go back even before my day, the playing days that he had at Athens College, being an all-conference player for a couple of years, leading the NAIA in shots blocked for a season with 210 in one season. I mean, it's a phenomenal athletic career as a player and a coach of multiple sports. And I'm thrilled to see him get some acknowledgement.
Awesome. Now, of course, you played basketball under him in the mid-2000s, and one of the most important days of your career was this one right here. All right.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, show it. All right, so run us through what happened on that day. What was going through your mind? And obviously, we know you chose Alabama, but just for people that don't remember what happened 17 years ago.
Well, you know, this is the first thing I look at this chain that I was wearing, and I guess that was the style back in 2004. But I tell you, you know, this was the day that I committed to the University of Alabama, and it was a proud time. We had a press conference in Athens High School's Golden Eagle Gymnasium. The entire school came out to listen to my announcement. It was a family event. My mom, my dad was there, my sisters were there, who were both in the communications field, were MCs and operating over the event. So it was a fun time for me. I got to reveal and pull a hat out the back of my pocket that I was going to stay home and play for the Alabama Crimson Tide, who I decided to choose to go over the University of North Carolina, which I guess in hindsight, people say, wow, well, why would you do that? Well, I'll say this, you know, Alabama at that time, 2004, they're coming off an Elite 8 finish in 04. Head coach Mark Goffrey's got it rolling. They won the conference title in 2002. They had a top 5 recruiting class headlined by Ronald Steele the year before. Myself is coming in the 05 class with Alonzo G. and Brandon Hollinger, Yameen Coleman, Greg Cage. We're a top 5 recruiting class. The team had just, like I said, come from an Elite 8. For me, I think we have an opportunity to go to the Final Four and win a national championship. So when I put this picture on, I see this was the day when I felt like, hey, we're about to do something special for the Tide. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. You know, you have some things that take place, you know, injuries, untimely mishaps and things like that, it comes with it. But a great decision, a decision that I loved. I loved the school. Got my degree there in 3 years. So this is a special moment for me to see this picture.
Awesome, awesome. Now, of course, you know, you have been a part of the Alabama basketball community for many years afterwards. And this past year, you got a chance to add another job title as far as being a color analyst for the SEC Network, calling both the men's and the women's games. Every once in a while, I saw you with Eli Gold out there. That's my best Eli Gold impersonation, if y'all want to go with that. What'd you think about that experience, getting a chance to, call basketball games?
You know, I enjoyed it. It was an opportunity. I just stepped off the court, and I still had opportunities to continue to play basketball, which, maybe even still have some in the future, but to transition pretty smoothly from stopping playing and getting a phone call and asked if I was interested in calling games for SEC Network Plus was a major blessing for me. I got a lot of experience in the business. To be in your debut, to sit along a guy like Eli Gold, who is a legend that everyone in the state of Alabama knows, who is just the most gracious person to help me along the way, was just so much fun. And then, my partner that I had for many of the men's games as well as the women's games, Roger Hoover, he's an up-and-coming star in the play-by-play business. He's called so many different things, from baseball to basketball to football on the radio and on TV. So for me to learn from those guys and sit next to them and get better and better, and for them to make me feel so comfortable, it's been a smooth transition, and I like my future in this new field.
People want to know, what does the future look like for Richard Hendrix when it comes to, hooping it up on the pro level?
Well, it's one of those things, Mo, I guess I haven't officially announced, but I have to probably come to grips. I probably am retired from professional basketball. So I guess I can say, I played 13 years professional basketball, and unfortunately, the ball has to stop bouncing. But for me, I've been able to transition to something else, and playing now trying my hand at the broadcasting industry has been a lot of fun, but the ball has probably stopped bouncing for me in professional basketball. But like MJ, I can't ever close that book all the way, but it's probably done. But if it is done, it's been a great ride. I've enjoyed it. I have to thank so many people who have made it possible for me. My parents, all of the coaches, all of the school administrators, all of these teams that I've played for, these countries who have hosted me, agents, all of these support staff, my siblings, my church community with the prayers as you're traveling all over the world. I'm eternally grateful for everyone, because I honestly have to admit, I can't be who I am without standing on the shoulders of others. And, it's just an honor to be able to do what I've been able to do for so long. And I'm so grateful for it, because it was a fun ride.
So everyone, you heard it here. It looks like Richard Hendrix will be hanging up the sneakers for now, in a sense. But if he decides to change his mind, he'll definitely let me know, right?
If I change my mind, I'll let you know. But they're up on the shelf for now.
All right. We want to thank Richard Hendrix for joining us on another edition for the Sunday Sit Down right here on Fox 54 Sports Extra. Stay with us. We'll be right back.